Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to you, Akim, pushing the work in truth and sincerity. All right. You're not going to be saved by your own strength, chat. All right. And of course, we spoke on this topic many of time. So I'm guessing it's for the newcomers, because time and time again, you got individuals who are self-willed, who don't follow the spirit of the Lord. All right. And they, pretty much set a bad example of what this ministry is about. It's not about looking hard. It's not about being hard. The Lord said he was going to send us out as sheep among wolves. Okay? Because the purpose is that to gain the elect through the word. It's the word that brings, the sincere, hopeful elect. All right? It's not about looking apart, looking militant, and, because Jake is impressionable. All right? They see something, that's hardcore, and of course, I'm sure you brothers know what I'm speaking on, the weapons at camp. We spoke on this plenty of times. The elders have spoke on it plenty of times, and we ought to follow the spirit, and not follow every man. Okay? Because a perfect example is what we follow what our elders do. If they don't do it, we don't do it, And if they do it, seldom do, do we, with discernment, do we do it, So, we had a few precepts to touch on it because time and time again, we got to come behind individuals and clean up their mess for the uncomers, the newly coming in, All right. We're supposed to set an example. Okay. And, we're supposed to abstain from the appearance of evil, so that the ministry won't be blamed. Okay. All right. Now, if we're putting ourselves in a position where we look like some militant, hey, first and foremost, man, we're not of the world. Okay. Period. We're not of the world. All right. This is the strangeness of our salvation. It starts with teaching in the ministry. Okay. And so within this ministry, we have an obligation. All right. We have a certain decorum, a certain way that we're supposed to carry ourselves. All right. And we're not supposed to be of that image of the world. How many dudes you see, for example, the NFAC, all right, the not fucking around crew, all right, out there in Atlanta, they all carry weapons, HOI, not HOI Salakia, and I'm thinking Nation of Islam, NOI, Salakia for that, all right. I don't see them guys carrying weapons, but they hold staffs, But again, we depend on the Lord, all right? And there's so many instances in the scriptures where the Lord is, going before us and fighting for us, Case in point, I think it's Exodus 14 and 14, okay? All right? And so we ought to follow the spirit rather than men. Okay. So my first precept, of course, the weapons of our warfare, what are not carnal. All right. And that's of the flesh. Okay. Let me get it here. All right. Because I want to read the NLT as well. I don't want to forget this one either. So let me write these down real quick. All right, so bear with me. I'm gonna make this short, Lord willing. So you say you want to play around. All right, there we go. All right, so Jeremiah 17:5. Don't want to forget that. Look at that. Okay, so let's go back. So 1 Corinthians chapter 10. All right. 2 Corinthians chapter 10. Boy. Now my phone keep messing up. All right, so 2 Corinthians 10:4. And I guess we can't say it enough, you know. 2 Corinthians 10:4, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. All right. Mighty through God, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds. So it's mighty through the Most High. All right. It's mighty through God. All right. To the pulling down of strongholds. Okay. The NLT says we use God's mighty weapons, which is what? This word. Not worldly weapons. Okay. So we're not out there to be showing off or showcasing our AR-15 or our bullpup shotgun. All right. Yeah, it's nice. You know, it may look nice. It may look, very militant and very stout and very, don't mess with us. But hey, the word, you know what I'm saying, is enough. The scripture says this word is like a two-edged sword, man. I think that's in Hebrews, the 4th chapter, the 12th verse. All right. It's a double-edged sword. Okay. Cutting asunder. All right. We're going to get that. All right. But it says we use God's mighty weapons, not worldly weapons, to knock down the strongholds of human reasoning. All right. And to destroy false arguments. That's what this is about. It's not about intimidating somebody or letting somebody know, oh, I'm not to be fucked with. All right. And really that speaks for itself. You don't have to really, push that to anybody. It just shows some individuals that lack faith, like the Apostle Bar was going into. And really, you got a lot of scared individuals out there, man. Okay. And the time will come when you're going to be tested. Okay. You're talking all this madness and stuff about, or you putting that imagery out there, or you not to be fucked with. Well, people are going to test they're going to test your gangster, so to speak. Gang, It says, we destroy every proud obstacle that keeps people from knowing God. We capture their rebellious thoughts and teach them to obey Hamashiach. All right. So that's the point, man. All right. We destroy every proud obstacle that keeps people from knowing the Most High Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Okay. And that's through his word. Okay. Let's get that Hebrews. This phone keeps messing up. All right. Let me get Hebrews. Chapter 4, verse 12. All right. Very simple lesson, man. See, and Jake got to understand how to use the spirit, man, because you got these dudes setting this example and they're showing dudes they're completely out of the spirit. That's